Hi guys, it's Charlotte and welcome back to another video all about Squarespace SEO. In today's video, I am going to be sharing 4 more of my favorite built-in Squarespace SEO features. Okay, so this is amazing because I'm going to be going through some features about Squarespace SEO that are actually like built into the platform. You don't need to do anything external with it. So if you have a Squarespace website, whatever type of website that is, you can apply these Squarespace SEO tips on your own site. And if you haven't already, I'm going to link up above to a video that I did that's called like Squarespace SEO 101. And that's going to go through like the beginner's most basic Squarespace SEO settings and features of your website. So without a doubt, that video that I've linked to covers the very main things. But in this video, we are going to be talking about 4 more of those built-in Squarespace SEO features. So I'm really excited to be doing that. So I am going to be showing you all of these features using a demo website. And this demo website, I just built it on, I think, the Raleigh template, which is one of the Brine templates in Squarespace 7.0. But if your website is using 7.1, it's going to be pretty much the same thing. So don't worry if it looks a little bit different than mine on the back end. It's good to go. Okay, so with that said, let me share my screen. Okay. All right, there we go. Yeah, cool. Well, yeah, good. Excellent. So here is the website that I'm going to be showing this to you, okay? So I've built a fake website for a fake, a fake business. So you can just see that, this is what we're going to be working with for the demo, okay? So the very first thing that I want you to do is you're going to manage your business listings online, okay? And this is just basically a fancy way of saying you're going to connect your Squarespace website with your Google My Business profile, okay? So maybe you know what Google My Business is, maybe you don't. That's totally okay. If you don't know what Google My Business is, I'm going to link to this blog post that I wrote all about like Google My Business. There's like a video tutorial that kind of, like walks you through it a bit more. So if you don't know what I'm talking about, click through, the link is down below in the description, okay? But basically, when it comes to Google My Business, you can go to literally like google.com/business and fill out the My Business profile. It's super easy to do. In fact, I recommend if you don't already have this done, it might be just from a user experience point of view, better to do it here and then connect it to your Squarespace website. But I want to show you as well how you can do it on the back end of Squarespace, okay? So once you're logged in on the back end here, you're going to go to home, like the home thing here, then marketing, and then here is location management, okay? So this is where you can keep my Google My Business profile locations up to date by managing the account, okay? So in this case, because it's a demo website, obviously I haven't added a location, but it's pretty straightforward what you're gonna do. You're just gonna click through and then you can either import a Google location, right? So if you've already done it using the kind of like desktop version, you can just import it that way, or you can create a new location and it'll just walk you through all the steps. So it's really simple to do. And the reason why we do this is because if you can connect your Squarespace website to Google My Business and make a really solid like SEO friendly profile there, then you're gonna see so much added benefits, especially if you want to show up in local search results, okay? This is amazing. So maybe you're like, I don't know, you work locally as a photographer or an interior designer, or you coach, or you're a consultant, or you're like like a therapist, counselor, like any kind of business that you might be working locally with someone. It's especially important that you fill out a Google My Business profile. And the fact that they've done this all built into their platform is amazing. You don't have to do it externally. Okay. So next up, now that we've covered that, before we move on to point number 2, I want to just tell you really quickly about this amazing Squarespace SEO checklist that I have. It's a 1-page download that you can get. Like, it's completely free. I know that it's so valuable. It's helped literally thousands of people. Just, I don't know, like print it and put it on the wall beside you, work your way through everything. But if you're still kind of getting your footing with Squarespace SEO, this checklist is going to give you so much guidance and direction, and I would love to see you get it. So if you don't already have it, I'm going to link to it down in the description below. Okay? But now that we're doing it, let's go back here to, oops, let me just refresh it. We're going to go back to our Squarespace website and move on to point number 2. Okay? And point number 2 that I love for built-in SEO features of Squarespace is that I love Squarespace's built-in integration with Unsplash. Okay? And Unsplash, maybe you guys are familiar with it, but it's pretty much a free stock photography website. So, pardon me, you can go here, you can use any of these ones. You don't have to ask permission or get a license, pay for them. It's all just free images, which is amazing. And the cool thing with Squarespace is that they have this actually like built in. So here, if I look at this, imagine I want to add an image to this section. Anywhere that you want to use an image on your Squarespace website, you just insert, let's say like an image block or like a gallery or whatever it is. And then here under where it says like search for image, this is going to open up the Unsplash thing. So you can type in whatever you want, like let's say beach house. You can see it's powered by Unsplash, and then just select whichever one you want, add it to the site. And that's good to go. And the reason why this is so important for an SEO point of view is because these images are already, oh my God, my internet's a little bit slow here, is that Unsplash's images that are connected with Squarespace, they're already completely optimized for, they're already optimized. So it's correct, like file format, correct file size, correct aspect ratio, all of that sort of thing. And if you don't really know a whole lot about Squarespace images and why they're so important to Squarespace SEO, I do actually have this image guideline and best practices, which is a really detailed overview. I'm gonna link to it down below. It's so helpful. But if you're using Unsplashes, you can pretty much use any image you want. And then here, what you wanna do is pretty much just fill in the file name section so that this here is really SEO friendly, contains keywords and really descriptive elements that will help your image and your web page or post, product, whatever it is, to rank higher. So Squarespace, Unsplash, amazing from an SEO point of view. Okay. I'm gonna just discard that. I don't really need it there on the demo. Okay, and now let's move on to point number 3, which is the map block. Okay, so the map block is amazing because if you go to, you might have seen that with Squarespace, you can insert all these different like content blocks, right? So inserting a content block, you know, just like click here, and then these are all of the different content blocks. And in this case, for our fake website, you can see that on the contact page, I'm writing the physical location as a text, but I've also included this map. And having this map here is really good because it's basically like connected to Google Maps, which again has value, especially if you're using Google, because they want to reward you for using as many of their like services and profiles and integrations as you can. And this is just another way to really put that physical address, location, directly onto the page and give them that structural information, which can then help the page rank higher. And so oftentimes you'll see maps are used fairly sparingly on a website. Like the most common spot would be on like the contact page, or maybe if you have an event page for something, you have the location of the venue. Sometimes people will put it on the about page too, but adding a map onto your Squarespace website using the Google Maps content block can be a really good way to help your page rank higher, especially if you're talking about local search results. Okay. All right, and then that brings us to the 4th point that I'm going to be sharing with you here, and that is using rich pins. Okay, so rich pins are a type of Pinterest pin. So you guys have, everyone and their cat knows about Pinterest, right? Like it's the thing where you like pin cute images and you have like a nice visual board and it's lovely, very aesthetic and stuff. But don't overlook Pinterest, because Pinterest, yeah, it's like a social network. You can, you know, use it visually and stuff. But more importantly for us is that Pinterest is actually one of the biggest search engines. People go, like think about it, people go to Pinterest and they like type in something that they want to see or learn about or whatever it is, and they can get that showing up. So once you enable rich pins on your Squarespace website, which is like a built-in feature that they offer because Squarespace has a partnership and an integration with Pinterest, you want to not only connect your Squarespace website, right? So like you would go here to settings and then connected accounts, and then like connect the account, and you want to do like the Pinterest one here. But then beyond that, you also want to do the extra layer of adding the rich pins. And rich pins is amazing because it's going to give additional information anytime you pin an image from your site, or you pin the image, someone else pins the image, whatever. And this obviously includes like the basics, like the image title or something, but it also can include like a description field, you know, like links back to your product and pricing, or, you know, like your blog link and all that kind of thing. So adding rich pins, enabling the rich pin functionality, which you can do directly within Squarespace, is going to help you leverage search both on your own site, but also people who are doing search and looking for things online using Pinterest. And this is going to be very useful for like pretty much any type of website, but this is like non-negotiable if you are a website or a brand or a business, organization, group, or whatever that relies a lot on visual content. So photographers, event planners, like florists, lifestyle bloggers, you know, venues, like literally anyone that has a lot of images on the site. If you're not leveraging Pinterest and you're not using rich pins, you are majorly missing out for like mad SEO. Okay, so guys, those are 4 more of my favorite built-in Squarespace SEO features. I hope you liked this video. I hope you found it helpful. If you did like it, like the video, leave me a comment. You can subscribe to my channel. I have so much more content here on my YouTube channel or over on my website, which is charlotteohara.ca. So take a look there. There's lots of content, obviously, about Squarespace SEO, but we also talk about like web design and development, growing your website, your business, all that sort of thing. And again, the final reminder to, if you don't already, make sure that you grab the Squarespace SEO checklist. It's a 1-page download. It's so helpful, and I know you're gonna like it. So thank you so much, guys, for watching this video, and I will see you again soon. Bye.